Hello, my dear students. A very pleasant good morning to all of you. How are you all? Hope you are all safe and sound. And I am very happy to meet you all after a long time through this video class. I welcome you all to this English class. Before we begin the class, let us see a good thought. Thought for the day. The obstacle is the path. The obstacle is the path. It is a Zen proverb. The struggles and problems we face at work and home should not be something to complain about. The very obstacle that we whine about is the path of life where we all have to walk. No one promised you that life would be a smooth ride or a cakewalk. It has its trials and it has its own tribulations. It also has its success and failures. You must enjoy this ride because there is no alternate way or shortcut. It will all be over even before you realize it. So, just stop whining and keep marching ahead. In 10th standard English, totally we have 7 units. And each unit contains a prose, a poem, and a supplementary reader. Today, we are going to see a beautiful poem, Life, which is written by an American poet, Henry Van Dyke. Henry Van Dyke was a visionary American author. His poem, Life, describes life taking on life in its truest form is an adventure. The poem Life by Henry Van Dyke is a beautiful inspirational poem which is depicting poet's determination to live a purposeful, positive, and a fruitful life. In this poem, life is described not as an entity but as an experience. One should be lived with courage, dedication, without hurry, and with a clear sense of purpose that drives the mind and soul. Van Dyke encourages us to let go of all that has been lost in the past, as well as all the uncertainty the future holds. There is a beautiful quote in Tamil that is, நேற்று என்பது உடைந்த பானை, நாளை என்பது மதில் மேல் பூனை, இன்று என்பது உன் கையில் இருக்கும் வீணை. And there is one more quote in English. Trust no future, however pleasant. Let the dead past bury its dead. Act in the living present. Said by an American poet, H.W. Longfellow. Trust no future, however pleasant. Here, the poet H.W. Longfellow instructs us not to trust the future, however pleasant it may seem, because we often get carried away by the happy dreams about our future and forgot to act in the present. Let the dead past bury its dead. He also tells us to forget the past events as they are dead, and they should not haunt us anymore and affect our present action. And finally, he said, act in the living present. To emphasize the word act, he used twice in the line. And what is crucial is to act in the present, in the living present. We have to follow our heart and keep faith in God overhead. About the poet Henry Van Dyke. He was born on 10th November 1852 in Pennsylvania. He is an American author, short story writer, poet, educator, clergyman. Between 1908 and 1909, he served as an American lecturer at the University of Paris. Between 1899 and 1923, he served as a professor of English at Princeton University, New Jersey, US. In 1913, his classmate, former President Wilson, appointed him minister to Netherlands. He was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Letters. He received many other honors: the ruling passion, the blue flower, the unknown quantity, the valley of vision, the golden key are the important works of the poet Henry Van Dyke. And he died on 10th April 1993. See the poem Life by Henry Van Dyke. Let me but live my life from year to year, with forward face and unreluctant soul, not hurrying to, not turning from the whole goal, not mourning for the things that disappear in the dim past, nor holding back in fear from what the future veils, but with a whole and happy heart that pays its toll to youth and age and travels on with cheer. So let the way wind up the hill or down, over rough or smooth, the journey will be joy. Still seeking what I sought when but a boy, new friendship, high adventure, and a crown. My heart will keep the courage of the quest, and hope the road's last turn will be the best. It is a sonnet. What do you mean by sonnet? The word sonnet derives from the Italian word sonetto, which means a little song or small lyric. In poetry, a sonnet has 14 lines and is written in iambic pentameter. What do you mean by iambic pentameter? A line with 10 syllables accented on every second beat. The first 8 lines of a sonnet is known as octave. The last 6 lines of a sonnet is known as sestet. Sonnets can be categorized on the basis of their rhyme scheme. Before we begin the poem, let me have a few questions. What is the purpose of life? Are you happy with the life you are living? How valuable is your life? Is life making sense anyway? How will your future look like? See the poem. Let me but live my life from year to year, with forward face and unreluctant soul, not hurrying to, not turning from the goal, not mourning for the things that disappear. See, let me but live my life from year to year. Let me, but, which means only. Let me but live, which means I want to live my life. From year to year, which means every year. With forward face, looking ahead. Unreluctant, which means willingly. Unreluctant soul, with cheerful willingness. With cheerful willingness. The poet is giving advice to the readers from his own personal experiences. The poet wants to live his life happily as it progresses positively. He wants to live his life every year with a happy heart. See the second and third line. With forward face and unreluctant soul, not hurrying to, not turning from the goal. It is a couplet. The figure of speech implied here is couplet. What do you mean by couplet? Two lines joined by a rhyme is called a couplet. Soul, goal. It is a couplet. See the text. Not hurrying to, not turning from the goal, not mourning for the things that disappear, not hurrying. What do you mean by hurrying? Moving quickly towards my goal, moving quickly. Not hurrying to, not turning from the goal. What do you mean by goal? Aim or objective. Not mourning, which means not feeling sad about. What do you mean by mourning? Sad. Not mourning, not feeling sad about. For the things, what things? His experiences, his incidents that happened in the past. Disappear, which means no longer exists. The poet does not like to hurry in any matters or situations. He does not want to turn away from his aims. He does not want to turn away from his goal. He does not feel sad about the things that have passed by. In the dim past, nor holding back in fear. See the text. In the dim past, nor holding back in fear from what the future veils. In the dim past, what do you mean by dim past? The experiences in the past which are almost forgotten. Nor holding back, which means retraining, remind. In fear, filled with fear. From what the future veils, which means hides or covers. What the future veils, which means what sorrowful happenings will take in future. It is personification. What do you mean by personification? Personification is the attribution of a personal nature or human characteristics to something non-human. Here, the word future is personified. The poet does not want to think about his dull past and hold back in fear about the uncertainty of his future. Past is far past. The future is uncertainty. He wants to proceed forward with a happy and cheerful mind. He does not want to worry too much about his future. But, see the text, but with a whole and happy heart that pays its toll to youth and age and travels on with cheer. What do you mean by whole? Whole, complete, entire. Happy heart, which means the inner cheer, inner happiness. Toll, T-O-L-L, which means money paid for using a particular road. Pay its toll, which means pay the expenses we meet with during our journey of life. Youth, the early part of life. And age, old age. Youth and age, which means expenses one has to pay during youth and old age. Travels on, continues to travel with cheer. Cheer means encouragement. Unmindful of the expenses and losses that recur in youth and old age, we should continue our journey cheerfully. He thinks that he should live life to the fullest by retaining the childlike innocence and pleasures of life. He likes to travel his journey of life cheerfully. The first stanza, the poet says that he wants to live his life without any hesitation, always looking forward and advancing towards his goal without any hurry and distraction. He just wants to live in the present without mourning for the things in the past and without fearing for the future's uncertainties hidden behind the veil of the present. He wants to move forward in life with happy heart, paying all the dues demanded by age and continue to travel forward with cheerful. The poet wants to live his life looking ahead. As years pass by, he should continue to work with willingness. He should not be in a hurry to reach his goal. He should not be in a hurry to reach his aim. Nor should he be distracted or diverted from his goal. See, he should not be in a hurry to reach his goal, nor should he be distracted or diverted from his goal. He should not be worried about the sorrowful happenings of the past. He should not be afraid how the future would turn out for him, because future is uncertain. In our journey from youth to old age, we have to pay out a lot. Still, we should continue the journey with the cheer and joy. This is about the first stanza. See the second stanza. So, let the way wind up the hill or down, over rough or smooth, the journey will be joy. So, let the way. What do you mean by way? The path, the pathway. Wind up, which means turn or twist. up the hill, uphill, or down, downhill. Over rough or smooth. The pathway may be smooth without any trouble. It may be rough with difficulties popping up. The journey will be joy. The journey, the travel, the journey of life will be a joyous one. So let the way wind up. See the alliteration, way, wind. It is a personification. It is a personification. What do you mean by personification? I already discussed. The attribution of a personal nature or human characteristics to something non-human. For example, my alarm clock yells at me to get out of every morning. My alarm clock yells at me to get out of every morning. It is a personification. The alarm clock is personified here. The alarm clock yells. Who will yell? Humans will yell. The alarm clock is personified. It has been given a human characteristics yell. Here, the way is personified. The way is personified as a human. It takes us up the hill or down. Though his ways goes up in the path of a mountain or down the valley, see, wind up the hill. It is mountain, down, it is a valley. Though his way goes up in the path of a mountain or down the valley, he would enjoy his journey. No matter whatever happens, if his path is difficult or easy, he will make it a joyful journey. Okay, act in the living present. We should act in the living present. See the next line. Still seeking what I sought when but a boy, new friendship, high adventure and a crown. New friendship, seeking new friends. High adventure, activities filled with heroism. Crown. Crown means a position offered for being the best. Prize. He is searching to find what he was searching for when he was a boy. He is searching to find what he was searching for when he was a boy. His new adventures, his hopes, his new friendship, and his new experiences which enrich him. See the last two lines. My heart will keep the courage of the quest and hope the road's last turn will be the best. My heart will keep the courage of the quest. What do you mean by quest? Search. A long search for something that is difficult to find. Exploration. Keep the courage. Remain bold. And hope the road's last turn. What is the last turn? The final turning in our old age. The best will be the best. Accept it as the best. Accept it as the best. Life is described not as an entity but as an experience. In the introduction, I told life is described not as an entity but as an experience. One should live with courage, dedication, and a clear sense of purpose that drives the mind and soul. He expects the best of life. He expects the best of life. Our path may be winding uphill or downhill. It may be rough or smooth, but our journey should be filled with cheer and joy. As a child, I made friends with strangers. I went in search of adventures and I emerged winner in competitions. With the same spirit, I should continue my journey. I shall continue to be courageous in my exploration. What mean by exploration? A long search for something that is difficult to find. I shall continue to be courageous in my exploration. There may be turns and twists in my path. It may be rough or smooth. I shall accept the last turn of events in my old age and consider the best part of my life. I shall accept the last turn of events in my old age and consider it the best part of my life. The poet expresses his determination to live a great life. He says he won't be discouraged by the difficult uphill road of life. Whether he gets a rough road or smooth, he will travel on it with joy. He will continue seeking new friendship, thrilling adventure, and a crown the same manner when he was just a boy. He says his quest will never stop and continue living in hope that life would be the best after the last turn. This is about the poem Life. Henry Van Dyke tells us to embrace the present with happiness, which nourishes the young and the old, and gives us to embark on this journey with a smile on our face. We should always look forward and continue our travel with willingness. We should not think of bitter experiences of the past, nor should we be afraid of frightful occurrences in future. With a happy heart, we should continue to travel with cheer. There may be ups and downs on the path. There may be ups and downs on the path of our life, but we should proceed with the enthusiasm of a boy hoping that the last turn during old age will be the best one. Whatever situation life throws at us, it is the journey that should be joyous, for it teaches us to grow and live. Our imagination should have the innocence and fearlessness of childhood, seeking out new friendships, new adventures, and new experiences which enrich us. He encourages us to have faith and determination in our hearts as we take on this beautiful journey and have eternal hope that our story ends joyously. To me, this poem is beautiful and inspiring, but also idealistic. One cannot help but be charmed by his childlike hope and absolute faith in the abilities of a warm heart and an able mind. See, what are rhyming words? The similarity of sounds. The similarity of sounds. Rhyming words are two or more words that have the same or similar ending sound. What are the rhyming words? Here the poet used. See the first line, year. See the fourth line, disappear. The same sound, similar sound. These are the rhyming words. Year, disappear. Soul, goal. Fear, cheer. Whole, toll. See the second stanza, down, crown. Joy, boy. First, best. What is rhyming scheme? The pattern of rhyming words is known as rhyming scheme. Pattern of rhymes at the end of each line of a poem. It is usually referred to by using letters to indicate which lines rhyme. See the first line, year. It is A. See the second line, soul. Soul, it is B. The third line, goal. So A, B, B, and disappear. It is a similar sound of ear. So it is also A. A, B, B, A. Fear, A. All, B. Toll, B. Cheer, A. A, B, B, A, A, B, B, A. And down, see the second stanza, down. It is C. Joy, D. Boy, joy, boy, D, D. Crown, down, crown, C, C. So it is C, D, D, C. Quest, best, it is E, E. What is the rhyming scheme of the poem? A, B, B, A, A, B, B, A, C, D, D, C, E, E. These are all the key points of this poem. Life is an experience to be lived with courage. One should not worry about the uncertain future. Happiness nourishes life with extra energy. Imaginations to be fearless and pure. New friendships, new adventures, new explanations to enrich us. To always hope for a joyous future with determination and faith. Thank you, children. We shall meet in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.